Happy Halloween, my friends. I thought since today is actually Halloween that I would feature a mask, but this mask is not about covering up my face. It's about improving the appearance of my face. We're going to chat about all the benefits of a charcoal mask and why it's a really great idea for a Christmas gift because it's appropriate for so many people. I already have it on because this is going to be a fairly short video and I want you to be able to see it doing its thing right before your very eyes because as it dries, you will actually see it working. So I'm Michelle Fox, if we haven't met yet, from Michelle Fox Beauty, and I love to help women over 50 understand the changing needs of their skin and find simple solutions to their concerns regarding skincare and makeup application so that they can continue looking and feeling their best. And today we're focusing on skincare specifically. I am also using a specific product, a ClearProof Deep Cleansing Charcoal Mask from Mary Kay. This is the charcoal mask that I personally use. Of course, there are lots of charcoal masks on the market, but I can speak to the specific benefits of this one because I'm familiar with the ingredients. And so we're going to chat about this. If you get anything out of this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. You can even hype it, which is pretty cool. And if you've not yet subscribed to Michelle Fox Beauty, if you would take just a moment of your time and subscribe, it would mean so much to me. So like I said, this time of year is a particularly great time to talk about charcoal masks because they make such a great gift for teens, tweens, men, and women of all ages. I'm going to break down the individual ingredients, what they do, why they're so amazing, and hopefully give you some food for thought when it comes to using this as a Christmas gift this year. So I applied this with a mask applicator, which is really nice because it applies a nice thin, even layer, so you're not using too much product, and it keeps your hands clean. So that's my favorite way to apply it. So what's special about charcoal? Activated charcoal acts like a magnet, drawing out dirt, oil, and impurities from your pores, and there are many benefits to that. So keep an eye on my face because as it dries, you'll see tiny dark dots where it is pulling the impurities from my pores. And we'll probably see some ashy circles where it is addressing my blemish issues. Sometimes you find blemishes that you didn't even know were there. I know I have a couple down on my chin, but we'll see where else they are. So that's pretty cool that you can actually watch it pull the gunk out of your pores. The formula that I'm using includes kaolin and bentonite clay, and those are the ingredients that absorb excess oil so perfectly. It also has honeysuckle and navy bean extract. Now that is unique to this particular product with Mary Kay. This brightens your skin. So how awesome is that? Anybody over 50 knows what I'm talking about. Our skin becomes duller and just loses its luminosity as we age, especially after menopause. And so this is helping bringing back that brightness to our skin. And it also has some peppermint in it just for a nice cooling spa-like feeling so that you enjoy the experience. This is all about self-care, taking time for yourself, benefiting your skin, but also enjoying the moment. A lot of people will apply it just in a thin layer over their T-zone, forehead, nose, because that's where they're oiliest, and that's where you might be able to see your pores. I apply it all over because I just appreciate all of the benefits. Like I said, I've got blemishes in my chin area. Sometimes I'll get them on my cheeks. I'm not super oily, but I can get shiny. So I just put it on all over, and I'll even put it on my back or my neck if I suspect I'm getting a zit or I already know that I've got one. And that's amazing because it will do the same thing for those areas as it's doing for your face. You want to make sure that you avoid the eye area, which is why I have raccoon eyes. Because most skincare products are not intended for the eye area. You really need to be careful of that. And I still, gosh, I've been using sunscreen more consistently. And if I'm not careful about my application, I end up getting it too close to my eyes and regret it. So we have to be careful about what we are exposing our eye area to. And that's this whole orbital area. You can feel the orbital bone around your eyes. Keep that free from your skincare unless it says specifically intended for the eye area. That's a little nugget. So I'm going to let this dry for 10-15 minutes. I feel it tightening. You'll see it tightening and tingling. You can't feel the tingle. I can. But you will see it working. It's just such a cool thing. The thicker you put it on, the longer it's going to take to dry, obviously, which is another reason why I like to use a tool to apply it. So I am getting, a thin covering and an even amount all over. Sometimes I don't know why, but I end up with a little more on my cheeks, and that area tends to take longer to dry than the rest of my face. It is starting to dry. I can definitely feel it like tightening, and that is a good thing. So, like I said, as far as a gift idea, this is so versatile. Men tend to have oily skin. So, anyone on your Christmas list that you know has oily skin, but in particular your man, whether he realizes it or not, needs a charcoal mask. Anytime that I have sold this to someone for her husband or her son, they have been super impressed with it and excited about it. Men don't always think about their skincare needs. Sometimes you need to point it out, point them in the right direction. Anyone who struggles with acne is going to appreciate it because that is getting to the root of the problem, absorbing the excess oil and deep cleaning your pores. And if you are over 50 like me, you're going to love the brightening aspect of it. It is really amazing and it is noticeable. Not all charcoal masks address this. This is specific to the Mary Kay Deep Cleansing Charcoal Mask. All right, so I don't have really dirty pores or large pores, so I don't always see the little black dots. Normally on my nose, I will see that, but what I am seeing is a whole lot of the ashy circles because I am really struggling. When I have a lot of anxiety, I tend to get perioral dermatitis and acne, and so then that is happening. And so where you see the ashy circles, that is pulling out the oil and impurities and helping dry up those pimples. So I tend to see that more so than the pores, but eventually I usually see some dark circles on my nose. Not really seeing it today. So as you see it tightening, you can kind of see it, pull your skin, the dark dots, the ashy circles, you know that it's working. It's doing its job. Kind of cool. Okay. Not going to lie. When we do this at parties, it's super fun. Let me know in the comments if you've ever used a charcoal mask or you're currently using one, the benefits that you personally have experienced. It's a great idea for Self-Care Sunday. Like I said before, it's just taking some time for yourself and enjoying the experience while you do. You just need 10, 15 quiet minutes. Actually, they don't even have to be quiet. You can put this on and do other stuff. But the idea is that you are choosing to invest time in yourself, your skin, and your appearance. So I don't know if you can see this yet or not, but I am starting to see some dark dots on my nose and around my nostrils. Again, that is deep cleaning my pores. The big ashy areas are where it is addressing the acne problems. I'm going to let this continue drying. I will remove it and then come back and we'll continue chatting. So hold that thought. All right, so ta-da, I'm back. All right, I put a little makeup on too, but that felt amazing. And I thought of a couple of things while I was gone. One is that this mask is also exfoliating your skin. As it dries and you can see it start to sort of pull, it is lifting that top layer of dead skin. And the other thing is that it's really easy to remove. When I demonstrate this mask, oftentimes people will say, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe how easy this is to take off." It's the only charcoal mask I've ever used, so I didn't really know that it was a thing. But apparently, it can be kind of a bugger to get all of it off. And this comes off really, really nicely just with a warm washcloth. So, whether you are battling oily skin, dullness, or you just need a good detox, this is a fantastic option for you. And this particular mask is one of my must-haves in my skincare regimen. I will link it in the description of the video below so that you can get more information and maybe even consider some early holiday shopping. And I will also have it in my written blog, which you can find on michellefoxonline.com. There are lots of extra little goodies in there, so you want to make sure that you go back and read the blog as well as watch the video each week. And while you're there, click on the link for the Mature Beauty Bible. It's one of my most requested freebies, and I know that you'll get so much out of it. Before I let you go, I'm just curious, what is your favorite Halloween candy? This is funny. Tell me if this is true for you too. The only time I ever have Butterfinger is Halloween time. It doesn't even ever occur to me to buy one any other time of the year. I am convinced that the little Snickers taste better than the full size Snickers. And I don't think I ever see 100 grand bars like in the checkout lanes. I only ever see this at Halloween, but they're so good. They're so good. So let me know what your favorite Halloween candy is. People that like fruity stuff or tart things, I don't understand you. I'm all about chocolate, always have been. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I'm on a mission to get to 10,000 subscribers. And here's, I'll finally reveal what is the big deal about that. Okay. Right now, if I recommend a product, you have to go to the description of the video, scroll through, try to find the link, click the link. When we have 10,000 subscribers and I refer to a product, the product will appear in the lower area of the video, and you can just click that and go straight to that website or whatever, to the catalog, so that you can get more information or shop or whatever. So it's just so much savvier and easier. I cannot wait until we can use that. So that is why, my friend, we want to get to 10,000 as soon as possible. It'll just be easier for everybody. And I think it's just going to be really cool. I've also linked a previous charcoal mask video that I did where you can actually watch me remove it, so that if you are dubious about whether it can come off as easily as I say, you'll see it in action. I should have done that, but it didn't occur to me. So just check out that video as well. I hope you learned something today. If you did, make sure to like it, maybe hype it, send it to a friend. I appreciate you so much, more than you could possibly imagine. I will come back next week with another topic that is particularly relevant to those of us in our 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. And for now, happy Halloween. Be safe.